Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SPASRO. Subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. If your birthday is on this day, kindly comment your name with birth year on chat. If you like my work, kindly sponsor by buying super chat and sticker. We are born in this earth for some purpose, believe that you also born for the purpose. You are special, you're our unique personality who born on this earth. Today we are going to see about secret of March 28 Zodiac horoscope birthday personality. On the off chance that you were brought into the world on the 28th day of the month, you like to consider yourself to be a star, particularly grinding away, and can feel undermined by the individuals who you accept might be more talented than yourself. You don't prefer to be viewed as a divider bloom and will put forth an admirable attempt to encircle yourself with the correct kind of companions and colleagues who will give you the picture you might want to project. While you will buckle down for results, you are not one who appreciates working alone, and in this manner grow dear companionships in your workplace to make your time spent there somewhat more pleasant. You would be appropriate to any field in which you can utilize your inventiveness, like working with kids, creatures, or the vacationer business. You are normally an exceptionally liberal individual. You don't care for anyone requesting or ordering you. You will lead your existence with your own specific manner and on your own terms. You should attempt to look for the assistance of others in work obscure to you and make an effort not to demonstrate your uniqueness by battling or playing out the work alone. You are partial to extravagances and like to have an over-the-top existence. You are in some cases exceptionally basic about others. You are regarded for your insight and are held in high regard by individuals, for the information you have. You ought to get your visual perception checked consistently. You typically want to be the top of a project and draw out the best in your calling so individuals regard you. You care very much about your picture and societal position. You have a great character and the individuals from the other gender are typically pulled in towards you. You are a hopeful individual and never acknowledge disappointment without any problem. You are brisk in taking choices. While well-being is concerned, you typically will in general exhaust and become sick for the most part during the long stretches of October, December and January. You ought to have nectar however much as could be expected. You ought to likewise attempt to keep away from zesty and sleek food sources and have early meals. You have an extremely solid determination and you ordinarily don't spare a moment in doing your arrangements, despite the fact that others contrast from you. You should deal with your inordinate costs and attempt to decrease them. You should attempt to set aside cash for the future, as you may need to endure misfortunes on account of your trust in others. You have a gigantic companion circle and numerous family members, yet you may some of the time feel forlorn and alone in this huge world. You should attempt to avoid legitimate legal disputes, as you may endure monetary misfortune because of it. You have a present for administration, however it is utilized best through helpful exertion. Your methods are for the most part delicate influence, instead of obvious presentations of force. You are offbeat, optimistic, and free. You are incredibly aspiring. You have a lot of fearlessness, yet need a lot of support. You have an outstandingly scientific and normal psyche. You are an incredible organizer, with an ability for coordinating and overseeing gatherings of individuals. You effectively become baffled with routine exercises. You're willing to face challenges. There is a pioneer soul in you. You like to be on the outskirts of whatever you are doing. When a venture is begun, nonetheless, you like to give it to others to run and keep up. You are an incredible starter, yet are very little keen on making a big difference for the show. You can be difficult and unbending whenever you have focused on a thought, something you accomplish more than you understand. You will in general relate to your thoughts and don't care for them transformed. You have an amazing inner self bond with the greater part of what you do, which makes bargain hard for you. You are profoundly passionate and appreciate exhibiting your adoration. Then again, you can become disturbed and furious effectively, and are given to fits. You are profoundly inventive and have an incredible brain for marshalling realities to sell thoughts. You make a magnificent debater and salesman. With your assurance and creative psyche, you have potential for accomplishment and much monetary achievement. Being a trailblazer by your inclination, you are continually searching for groundbreaking thoughts and strategies for their execution. You are prepared to help anybody in a troublesome second, due to which you regularly restrict yourself. Expertise to spur, move and assume liability. Your constancy, assurance and fearlessness permit you to replace an innovator in the public arena. Aimed at achieving high goals, a person. Individualism and egoism drive you and give a certain impulse to actions. Having set a goal, people whose number of souls alone do not dare change course and rush forward. Do not carry the restrictions on the spirit, so you deal with all the problems from the very beginning. You are a fearless leader, persistent and determined. The capacity to introduce oneself and organize so that the option to provide orders to nobody is in question. Certainty, productivity, self-governance, the capacity to see and make something new. Tossing attire underlines the independence of style. People who are disparaged by a unit are typically hard to adapt to monogamy. During their life they had an adequate number of associations, and they didn't remain with a particular individual for quite a while. They have intrinsic sexuality and allure. They find in sex just the free articulation of their sexuality, and don't infer equivalent treatment in marriage. Nonetheless, such individuals get acknowledgement and authority in the family, and furthermore become incredible guardians. The individual is supplied with every one of the highlights of a pioneer. Whenever, totally in any circumstance, attempt to carry the make a difference as far as possible, without withdrawing until all potential answers for a specific issue have been depleted. You are consistently prepared to step up and assume responsibility for the circumstance. Have fantastic abilities of a finance manager, could accomplish gigantic outcomes in profoundly huge territories or enormous business. Sun, the wellspring of all numbers, is the start of all life. The psi thesis of any number incorporates the number 1, yet the actual number is resolute, it depends on the solidarity of the universe. Individuals of the Sun are pioneers essentially, amazingly solid characters who never go unseen in the shadows. These are energetic, rash, professional individuals. In the event that you are affected by this number, don't secure yourself your own emotions, don't restrict yourself just to your own discernment, else you will clash with the rest of the world. You generally make extraordinary progress. Liberality, pride, want to make something new, physical and profound strength, authority, want for power, activity, and awareness of certain expectations, unqualified equity, reasonableness are natural in you. You have an agreeable relationship with individuals from the principal, second, fourth, seventh gatherings.